Okay, hello. I will cut. Okay, hello. Good noon. Finally, magkakaroon na ulit ng laman yung YouTube channel natin. Sorry, medyo delay lang yung pag-upload because I'm still busy with my ACADS. Anyways, without further ado, let's start discussing this trade that we have won yesterday, and 1:3 risk reward ratio siya by using purely fractal flow strategy method. Okay, so ang plan natin to discuss for today is first, syempre, contextualize the market, and number two, we will try to apply the line works and other precision tools to solidify the context, and then lastly, we will summarize kung ano yung na-discuss natin. Okay, let's start. So contextualizing of the market, it is first important to, well, mark the important highs and lows kasi doon natin malalaman yung mga break of structures. So, we mark this as 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so after natin ma-mark by numbers, we will now start to determine whether the structure is fake or solid. And alright, so start tayo dito sa 0. We say that it's a fake low because buyers failed to surpass this previous high. Okay? So fake yan, mahina yung buyers dito, mga support. And then next, from point 1 naman, we can say that the sellers here are solid because they were able to close below low number 0, creating point 2. Okay? And then 2 is also fake because 3 failed to surpass high number 1 na super layo, at that shows 2 really shows na super weak na ng buyers and seller dominant ng market, and it was further solidified by our point 3, which became a solid market structure again because 4 closed below low number 2. Ayan, i-mark lang natin para kitang kita. Ayan, bagsak talaga sa low number 2 yung price. Okay, so tanggalin ko lang muna ito dahil nabigay ko naman na sa inyo yung current idea ng market. And also pala, hindi siya disclaimer, actually disclaimer nga siya, na you can get high quality trade ideas by just looking at very few candles. May iba kasi grabe mag-trade, ganyan na itsura ng chart nila, tapos kung ano-anong nililinya. Market has a really short-term memory and only respects the recent past. So, try to limit your candles lang kasi minsan sa sobrang zoomed out ay mamimiss nyo na yung gantong kasubtle na trade idea or na trade chance, kumbaga. Kasi pag too zoomed out ka, baka na-miss mo na yung chance na you have a lower low trying to create more lower lows. Kasi ang nasa isip mo ay bullish pa rin yan kasi ganyan may linya-linya ka pa dyan, kung ano-ano pa pinaglalagay mo, bullish yan. Short term bearish naman siya. So ayan, I mean, depende pa rin naman yan sa trading strategy nyo, pero magtaka na kayo pag yung trading strategy nyo ay parang allows or di-allows, parang strictly command you to use super daming candles, unnecessary na yon, and usually ang pangit ng lumalabas na trade outcome sa mga ganon. Anyways, going back to the topic, now that we have a context solidifying na we have 2 fake buyers, at sa point 2 talaga nagpakita na ng super weakness yung buyers, and we have 2 major sellers from 1 and 3 creating super lower lows. edi meron na tayong idea kung sino ang major player of the market, which is the sellers. And then next, now that we have that kind of idea, let's try, ako kung ginagawa ko, I now try to look at the RSI and price action to check for fractal divergences. Kasi, if we have a bearish context, tapos may lumabas tayo na bearish na fractal divergence, then it's an opportunity to short the position. Okay, so ngayon, dito sa area na ito, ayan, may lumabas na fractal bar, which is our best friend. Fractal bar. A very, very fractal bar with napakagandang quality kasi almost no wick. Ayan, almost no lower wick. Kung mapapansin nyo, it solidifies yung context natin na talagang sobrang hina na ng bars kasi nilamon na niya. Longer upper wick kung makita nyo, then halos walang lower wick, kaya super bearish na fractal bar yan. And then ngayong may fractal bar tayo, I will check for the fractal divergence, and yes, we have a fractal divergence. Kung mapapansin nyo, we have a lower high na price action, and then we have a higher high na RSI or momentum, which indicates a hidden bearish divergence. And when you have hidden divergences, that usually signals a continuation of a trend. Okay? Note the word continuation of a trend. From what we have contextualized from 1, 2, 3, and 4, we have a clear downtrend. Diba? Kaya ang amazing talaga ng mga line works kapag maganda ang context mo, kasi susundan at susundan nyo talaga. Alright. Tingnan natin na. Lower high, lower low. Downtrend o uptrend? Diba? Clearly downtrend. And then we have a signal telling us that another downtrend will happen. E di ang saya, diba? Kasi nasolidify nga yung context natin na super bearish ng market. And then, aside from the hidden bearish divergence, we also have, remove muna natin, we also have a reversal divergence, a bearish reversal divergence happening dahil meron tayong higher high na price action and then lower high na RSI. So if you have a reversal divergence inside a hidden bearish divergence, tapos you have a fractal bar, that is a third degree fractal hybrid divergence. And sa palagay ko, based din sa experience ko, this is the strongest type of fractal divergence. Yung mga third degree fractal hybrid divergence, kasi meron kang hidden plus reversal divergence. So napakalakas talaga nun. And then now that we have contextualized the market and identified the fractal divergence, we should now apply line works para lang din mas mapalakas yung trade idea natin. Kasi hindi naman laging sapat ang context tsaka divergence eh. Maganda na meron din siyang maganda na nasusupplement din siya ng line works. So, kung mapapansin nyo, I have a blue line and the red line here. So, let's start from the blue line. The blue line is dynamic support and resistance. So, dati siyang support na naging resistance. Dynamic S and R. Ayan. And ginamitan rin natin siya ng idea of frequency, na mas marami tayong lower wicks ng candle na na-touch, mas valid yung line natin. So, mapapansin nyo, in-anchor ko yung line na yan from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 higher wicks, and that led up to this fractal bar. So, sumakto din fractal bar na nauntog sa dynamic SNR natin. And at the same time, meron din tayong slope dynamic SNR naman, which is marked by this red line. Slope siya kasi paangat. Ayan, slope dynamic SNR. Ayan, yung red line. And ginamitan lang din natin siya ng idea of frequency. Dynamic din pala siya kasi it's once a support na ngayon ay testing as resistance. Ayan, price fell to close above the red line. So, ayan, frequency 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 yung tinouch natin before it led to the fractal bar. And interestingly, nagkaroon tayo ng energy point or intersection. Mahalaga yung intersection ng market kasi ayan, kasi energy point yan eh. Usually these energy points violently shoots the price doon sa trend. So we have a bearish trend. So pag tumama sa energy point, babagsak violently sa baba. And super evident naman na after we touch this intersection, halos wala ka ng green candles at super lalaking momentum candles na yun na observe natin dito sa market. Okay, wait lang, balik natin yung TP area. Up yan, ayan. And so, ayan na, we have a good line works and we have good context that supported by our fractal hybrid divergence. Kaya we shorted the position. We entered the trade at the close of the fractal bar, this big red bar here, and placed our stop loss above the dynamic SNR, ditong blue line. Tapos, we just multiplied our risk by 3. Tapos, ayan, ginawa natin siya 1:3. And as you can observe, price really, what do you call this? Price really, hindi siya reversed eh. Price really continued to the downside. Ayan. And luckily, tinamaan naman yung 1:3 trade natin kahit na medyo malaki-laki yan. Malaki yung risk natin kasi nag-super play safe ako ng SL. Pero if we placed our SL really a few pips above, yan, baka na 3.62 pa tayo. Anyways, that's our trade idea for Algo bago natin nakuha yung 1:3. So to sum it up, we first contextualize the market by really or intricately determining consider major players of the market. Then after that, we tried to find the fractal divergence, and lastly nag-line works tayo, tapos nag-short na tayo ng position. So ayan, masaya ako dito sa 1:3 trade na to dahil nalakihan ko talaga yung risk because I saw a third degree fractal hybrid divergence. And ayan, happy trades. Yun lang, salamat.